Hello ladies and gents and welcome back to Real Talk. My name's GGJ. We haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm pretty hyped about this. Paladins console scene kicked off everything on the 11th of March, which was yesterday, was fantastic. Skill shot stepped up, even Mojo stepped up, the cast has stepped up, the production was fantastic. I was hyped as hell. It was fantastic. But we're going to be doing a roster breakdown, and it's going to be Kanga Esports, the boys from Australia. So first and foremost, Kanga Esports have been a part of Paladins since Paladins Master Spring, which was back in 2017 when they had the roster of hi-rez, Diggy Dog, Joel's, Chronix. Have a brain fart moment. Wait, it will come to me. Josh Kent. There we go. See, told you I was totally fine. Totally fine. Right. And they came in third or fourth place. That was back in the... Yeah, what did I say? Yeah, Paladins Master Spring 2017. Forgetting what I said already. You can tell this is going to be a good Real Talk already. Then after that, they came again, third or fourth, back in DreamHack Valencia in 2017. And that was with the exact same roster. Fantastic indeed. Then we went and did, what was it? The World Championship 2018. Which was the January of 2018, by the way, because then when we had one back in the November, we'll get to that in just a minute, which was hi-rez, Josh Kent, Digigog, Chronix went to support, Joel's went to flex, then we had Paladins Masters in 2018, when we first had, oh, what was it, Osrino, right, so after World Championship 2018, we then had, two new entries into the team because Josh Kent left. And then hi-rez stepped down after the World Championship in 2018. And then in the Masters, it was Oz Rhino. I was been saying it, Reno. Oz Rhino, Diggy Dog, Newty, Joel's, and Chronix. Right? I'm going to say Chronix because it's just how it comes off my tongue. Sorry if I've got your name wrong. Paladin Summer Finals of 2018. Again, through those 3 months, they really didn't have much of a showing. They were coming in 7th, 8th. In the World Championship of 2018, they came 7th, 8th. In the Paladins Masters 2018, 7th, 8th again. In the Paladins Summer Finals, it was 7th, 8th again. That was Joel's, Chronix, Newty, Osh Rhino, and Ninham. That was the first time we saw Ninham start playing for these guys. And then they won the PGS... No, was there one before that? No, there wasn't. Right, so in 2018, Oceanic PGS Full Split was the one they actually came first. They won it, which is like a $3,000 for first place. So that was really well played by then. Then you had the PWC 2019 qualifiers, which really put them on the spot. In fact, they had a really good showing of that one, which is no, it wasn't fourth. It was third. I really should have done my research for this one. Third. I'm going to go with third. Back in PWC 19 qualifiers, Osrino, Ninham, Chronix, Joel's, Corland, and hi-rez went to coach at that point. And then we had just previously we had the Paladins World Championship 2019, whereas Osrino, Ninham, Chronix, Joel's, I think Corland, yeah, because Corland's been there since Full Split, so Corland, and then hi-rez again, stepping to coach, obviously Josh Kent's now retired, and they really didn't have that much of a solid performance in Worlds, especially coming back to, like, the PWC 2019 qualifiers, where they came in third, and of course running the PGS Full Split, winning that. So, 5th, 8th, in Worlds, with the contenders that were at Worlds, like we had some really strong teams, right? So back at hi-rez. So I don't really think 5th or 8th was them showing their true potential. So currently, the owner-manager is hi-rez. He has sadly given up. I still say, just for the record, and I will say this, I still say he is a phenomenal player, and I really wish him the best of luck running an org. I know how hard it is to run an org, but I really wish he stayed as a player. Really, 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 really cannot express how much I wanted hi-rez to stay as a player. But moving on, we're going to go into Le Roster. I'm going to scroll down. It's going to be Ostrino, Joel's, Chronix, Corlin, Ninham, and hi-rez current. But this has changed. This is the Paladins website. Again, not updated, but Kanga Esports is the following, right? that I've been told, which is, says the active January 16th was when Kanga announces they will join the PPL. Right, then in January 29th, Evely and Jera join. Right, so it's a mixed match team, and this is what excites me about this team. Right, we'll get to Kanga in just a minute about where they are right now. Joel's, Ostrino, Kronix, Jera, you know, #1 support in EU, and Evely. Right, so Evely's going to come in as DPS. You're going to have Joel's back on tank. You're going to have Osh Rhino. I've got to stop saying Osh Rhino. Osh Rhino on tank, and then Kronix flexing. I think Dan's going to do flex. Yeah, Dan's going to flex as well. So that will be the lineup. Where do I feel with this lineup will the team? How well will they do, right? So we're going to do a lot of these videos. We're going to go through the teams and their achievements and stuff like that. I personally feel that this team is very strong. It is incredibly strong. I know Joel's and Oshrino, excuse me, I'm fine. Oshrino are core members of that team, right? And then you bring in somebody like Nathan Lee, which is Evely on damage. Fantastic player. A wealth of experience. He's been to so many freaking lands. And then we bring in the likes of Jera. What do you say about Jera? He's pretty much been at every single land that's ever existed for Paladins. Geordie is probably, in my opinion, the very best EU support player that has ever existed in Paladins. Jera is that freaking good, alright? It doesn't matter how you look at it, but he really is that good. Then we come up to Daniel's show, which is Kronix. He's playing flex, so he's going to be going on to, like, he can play pretty much everything, actually. But I'm assuming, because you got Evelu who, like, does hit scan and blast, I'm assuming Kronix will go over to, like, the Androxus, the flanks and stuff like that. But double hit scan, perhaps, blast, hit scan, who knows, right? Hell, even triple tag's a thing now. And moving forward, I want to just point out that I think Kanga have an opportunity here, because they're a very diverse team, and I don't know if they've moved out to NA or not, or are they one of the rosters that mix and match, because we know you've got EU, NA, and Oceania. I'm assuming because of that, scrimming, if say Jera didn't fly out or move out, that would be hectic. So I'm assuming they have. So if they're all at a gaming house or at Kanga's gaming house, then yeah, everything's gonna be fine. But as is this a better roster than what they had? Yes. I think so, because DigiDog left to go to NIP. Hades moved to manager. I still say Hades was one of the best players there was in the team. Then Josh left. He actually retired from Paladins. He just was. I don't think he was enjoying it. He did make a tweet longer about it. I don't think he was enjoying it. Ninham, Nuti, and Corland. Nuti, I didn't, as a support player, I didn't think much of him. Like, he wasn't, now I compare that to the likes of Jera, right? So, Nuti on one hand, Jera on the other. Who would you pick? I would pick Jera. We know what he can produce and what he brings to the team. A wealth of experience. Played at all the lands that's ever existed, you know. Ninham as damage, replaced by Nathan Lee. That's a 1,000% upgrade. Again, not being BM to him or anything, but you have an opportunity to bring players in and replace players. I mean, you've still got the Oceanic scene going on as well, so the PML and whatnot for Oceanic. So Corland, now I don't know if Corland's actually still a sub, because he was a sub, right? So I'm not entirely sure if he's a sub or he's left the team. Now, I didn't have a chance. I might actually ask Jera later. But yeah, that is your Kanga Esports team. So again, it's going to be Joel's, Oshrino, Kronix, Jera, and Evely. Now, they put out a couple of tweets that they're looking for more staff as well. So if you are interested, link below in the description section of the video. Now, I'm going to try and make these videos as quick and ramble through them as quickly as I can, because we've got quite a few rosters to go through. But yeah, guys, that is what it is. Where do I feel these guys will come? I reckon mid-table, maybe top 4 if everything falls right. Now, you've got to understand is, like, you've got a bunch of NA teams, you've got a bunch of EU teams that are actually, I will say this on video, I've been told I'm allowed to say it, so don't shoot me. The EU teams are still EU. They haven't relocated. Some of them have, some of them haven't. I can't tell you which ones have and which haven't. I won't go that far into detail. But some EU teams, they're going to be making trips back and forth from EU to NA. So what's that? You're going to have 8 weeks. So, yes, that's 8 trips. Like, the logistic nightmare. Can't tell you anything other than that. I'm not allowed to. I'm not going to say any of that. But I think... I don't know. I want to say... I would love to say top 4. Right? Joel's, Jarrett, Evilly, all these guys, including, you know what, including Oz Rhino and Chronix, all have a wealth of experience. Now, you put that into one bundled team, and you're going to come out with some crazy stuff. I literally cannot wait to see this team participate. I think it's going to be fantastic. But yeah, guys, that is your Kanga Esports roster breakdown. What I think of the team. Nice and quick, nice and fast. I would go into much more detail, but so many more videos to put out in a short space of time. And we've got other roster announcements coming as well. So thank you ever so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.